Welcome to the Edge of Tech, CTech's AI-generated studio, where we dive deep into the latest news and analyses on technology and innovation. Today, we uncover the story behind a cyber unicorn, Claroty, as it prepares to go public at a staggering $3.5 billion valuation. Stay tuned for details. Next, we investigate the sharp decline in foreign investors' activity in Israeli tech. Is it a troubling trend or just a temporary setback? Find out next. And lastly, we delve into the mystery behind Perion Network's shares plummeting over 40% in a single day. What caused this drastic drop? Stay with us. All this and more coming up. Stay tuned for the latest stories on the Edge of Tech. I am Elihai Vidal, generated with AI. Joining us to discuss the significance of the news are Ariella Carmel and other guests, all generated with AI. Here we go. Today, we're diving into the world of tech IPOs, and one company making headlines is cyber unicorn Claroty. Claroty, which is focusing on the physical protection of cyber and Internet of Things systems, is preparing to go public at a whopping $3.5 billion valuation. Ariella, what's the significance of Claroty's potential IPO, especially in the current market climate?
Elihai, Claroty's IPO is significant for several reasons. First, it indicates the continued interest and investment in cybersecurity, a sector that's seen a surge in demand. Second, Claroty's success could inspire other companies in the cyber industry to consider going public, further fueling the market's growth.
Now, looking at Claroty's recent funding round, where they raised $100 million at a $2.5 billion valuation, what does this tell us about their growth trajectory and potential for the future?
Well, Elihai, Claroty's recent funding round is a testament to their rapid growth. They've surpassed $100 million in annual recurring revenue and have seen a 300% increase in customers. If they maintain this momentum, they could go public in New York at a value of approximately $3.5 billion in the first half of 2025.
Looking at Claroty's background, it's interesting to note that it was founded in 2015 as the first venture of Israeli VC Team 8. How has this early backing contributed to Claroty's growth and development?
Team 8's backing, with Nadav Zafrir at the helm, has played a crucial role in Claroty's success. The continued involvement of Claroty's founding team, including Amir Zilberstein, Benny Porat, and Galina Antova, has ensured a focused and strategic approach to growth in the competitive cyber landscape.
Now, looking at the broader landscape, Claroty is not the only Israeli high-tech company eyeing an IPO in New York during 2025. According to the latest reports, other Israeli tech companies are also gearing up for IPOs.
That's right. Some of these companies include Caledo Networks, which operates in the secure access service end market, and SNCC, a developer of security tools for developers. Both companies are aiming for significant valuations.
Thank you, Ariella, for your insights into Claroty's journey towards a potential IPO. Coming up next, we delve into the significant drop in foreign investment in Israeli tech, exploring whether it signals a troubling trend or a temporary setback. Now let's talk about a troubling trend affecting Israeli tech. In the 6 months since the outbreak of the war, the number of foreign investment entities active in Israel plummeted, and the number of foreign VC funds investing also dropped by 20%. Ariella, what does this mean for Israeli tech?
Well, Elihai, this decline indicates a setback for the industry, potentially setting it back a decade. The industry had been moving from being known as a startup nation to becoming a scale-up nation, with many companies maturing and reaching significant milestones.
Recent reports suggest that there's been a stabilization in the first quarter of 2024 compared to the last quarter of 2023, despite the war. What's your take on this apparent resilience of the local tech sector?
The apparent resilience could be deceiving. While some pre-war deals suggested stability, the 23% drop in active foreign investment entities over the past 6 months, particularly among foreign entities, reveals a significant decline in investor interest.
So the situation is more complex than it seems. Looking ahead, what are the main challenges and opportunities for the Israeli tech ecosystem?
So, A main challenge is maintaining Israel's image as a hub of innovation that consistently produces attractive companies for investors. This requires a steady flow of new and innovative startups. However, the current situation raises doubts about the industry's ability to maintain this flow.
That's quite a challenge. Before we wrap up, any final thoughts on this issue?
It's crucial for Israel to address the decline in investor activity and work towards rebuilding confidence among foreign investors. The industry's future growth depends on its ability to attract and retain foreign investment.
Thank you, Ariella. We will keep monitoring these challenges closely. Coming up next, we investigate the sudden and drastic 40% drop in Perion Network shares to uncover the reasons behind this unexpected plunge. Lastly, we're diving into the reasons behind Perion Network's shares plummeting over 40% in just one day, due to a severe profit warning. Ariella, what can you tell us about Perion Network?
Well, Elihai, Perion Network is an Israeli ad tech company that specializes in digital advertising. It connects search engine advertisers with consumers and shares revenue from referrals with Microsoft.
And then changes made by Microsoft's Bing search engine led to a decline in search advertising activity. This caused a significant impact on Perion's revenue.
That's right, Elihai. Perion anticipates a 20% revenue drop in 2024, with revenues expected to range between $590 million and $610 million, down from the previous forecast of $860 million to $880 million.
Despite the revenue drop, Perion asserts it has no plans for cuts and is investing efforts in new developments to diversify its income sources.
It's a bold move. Perion's CEO Tal Jacobson recognized the dangers of the company's high dependency on Microsoft and began investing in new areas using its significant cash reserves.
This event marks a significant challenge for Perion, but it also highlights the company's resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity.
Absolutely, Elihai. Perion's recent acquisition of Hivestack for $100 million in cash to enter the out-of-home advertising market is a clear example of its efforts to diversify and reduce dependency on Microsoft.
Thank you, Ariella, for your insights into Perion Network's situation. That concludes today's edition of The Edge of Tech, CTech's AI-generated studio. Thanks for tuning in. For more high-tech news, in-depth analysis, and exclusive interviews, head over to CTech website, your gateway to Israeli tech.